A menos que haya estado viviendo en una cueva, y aceptémoslo, hoy en día muchas cuevas tienen Wi-Fi, usted ha visto alguno de los dibujos con los que el motor de búsqueda Google conmemora fechas especiales. En la jerga de la compañía se les llama doodles, y cada uno es visto por millones y millones de personas. Germick, el chief doodler de la compañía, es el encargado de coordinar y en muchos casos dibujar él mismo estos proyectos. Desde la sede de Google en Mountain View, California, habló sobre su trabajo en tiempo real.
It started basically as an out-of-office message when the founders went to the Burning Man festival, which is this like festival in the desert in Nevada every year. They just put a Burning Man logo, put a Burning Man emblem on top of the logo just to let everybody know that they're going to be away in case the servers melt down or there's some sort of. There you go. That's it right there, I think. Yeah, so they basically, they were like, hey, the handful of people that run this thing are going to be away, so don't freak out if it stops working. And I think that sort of instinct to humanize their web page was really sort of the starting point of what made Doodles possible. And one thing I think is kind of interesting is that Doodles actually started before the company was even incorporated. They beat that by about a week or so. And I'm really proud to be part of a tradition that's lasted this long and people love so much.
El término doodle podría traducirse como garabato. Alude a un diseño o figura hecho a mano sin prestar demasiada atención, como lo que raya en una libreta quien asiste a una reunión aburrida.
I don't know who named them doodles, but I think it was also just sort of like part of the spirit. It was like really like a human thing, like really hand done, not fancy. Like the first many doodles were basically clip art. You can see like in the Halloween doodles with the pumpkin, like you can actually still see part of the O, like they literally just pasted on top of it. And then even in some of this really simple drawings, like they were like doodles, like very, very casual things. And we still love those like simple solutions that they use then. And we try to be simple and have that be part of our guiding aesthetic. But since then we've also gone to do more artwork that's beautiful for its own sake. And like for instance, like a doodle like what we did for the Winter Olympics last year was pretty sophisticated visually and then going on to do things that are interactive like Pac-Man or the Jim Henson doodle where, we really tried to make things that are taking advantage of all the technology that's available on the web today.
¿De dónde salen las ideas y cuánto tiempo toma producir un doodle?
So we take ideas from all over the place. We ourselves as a team, we generate ideas, things that we're really passionate about. For instance, we did a Charlie Chaplin movie earlier this year. That's just something that I was really, really passionate about. I love Charlie Chaplin or the Freddie Mercury video. That's something that one of our illustrators, Jennifer, she's a huge Queen fan and she really took that and made something awesome with it. And so those ideas come from inside the team, but also, Googlers around the world give us suggestions. We work really closely with our local counterparts for doodles and, all the doodles are made here in Mountain View. But all of us work really closely with our international counterparts. As far as how long it takes, it's very open-ended because, there could be a project. For instance, there was a doodle we did a couple years back for when there was an announcement that there was water discovered on the moon. And it was something that, the nerdy folks over here, including us, thought was pretty exciting. And so within just a couple hours, we were able to, see that article. And then I think it was 4 hours later, we had launched it to the, we drew the doodle, kind of showed it to the team and then had it running for everybody in the world. And on the other hand, there's a doodle like the Pac-Man doodle or the Jim Henson doodle, which, requires a lot more coordination and there's sometimes external partners we work with. But the sort of guiding principle for us is that we want to do stuff that's really creative, really fun, and surprising to our users in a way that is true to Google and our love for innovation and technology and creativity.
Como los ven millones de usuarios el mismo día en todo el mundo, los doodles llegan a convertirse en fenómenos de la cultura pop. Se estima que el de Pac-Man le costó algo así como 5 millones de horas productivas a los empleadores del planeta. Un doodle interactivo como el de la guitarra eléctrica de Les Paul costó todavía más. ¿Esperaban esa clase de respuesta? Hoy puedes hallar páginas que te enseñan a tocar canciones con el doodle, desde Happy Birthday hasta el tema del Padrino.
So that was a collaboration too. Like, it started with people inside the company, there's so much talent and there's so much creativity. It's actually, in a lot of ways, my responsibility is to just unlock that talent. And I had a meeting in Anderson. There was one designer who's also a friend of mine, who's also a musician, and he had come up with a prototype of a doodle where it was made out of strings, but it was very different than what you saw on the guitar. But it was like almost like it was rubber bands connecting the points to make the letters, and you could pluck them and make sounds, and that was really cool. But it wasn't something that made sense inside of the context of, celebrating a particular date. So in that case, we had a technology. Then we had also a list of people we wanted to celebrate. One of them being a terrific musician, but also an innovator and an inventor. And so we just basically put two and two together, and and did some designs around how we could use this technology to celebrate this really creative, amazing guy, and also do it in a way that is most fun for users. And we've been playing with our logo for years, but we thought we find a lot of really great results when we actually let the users play with the logo.
Se dice que tienes el mejor puesto en la mejor área de la mejor compañía para trabajar en todo el mundo. ¿Qué piensas de esto?
I feel again, it's just I just feel really lucky, and we work hard and take fun very seriously over here, and it's a great thrill to be part of the process. There's it's an awesome company to work for, and it's an awesome part of the company to be in, and we have really awesome users. I feel really lucky to be part of something that could make many millions of people happy for 10 seconds at a time.
Para más información visite esta dirección. Yo soy Wilson Vega en Tiempo Real.